This Sunday finds us
in Portland.
Let's see how we got here. Here we are, we're across the road from the Discovery Caravan Park, which is on Long Beach. So the only reason we don't stay there is because we like to walk into town and have drinksies. So this is the boardwalk, I suppose, over the sand dunes to the famous Long Beach at Robe. And I can tell already that it's a beach, and I think, as the name suggests, it's long. Tony's already kicked the sandals off. I'm in aquamandals, so it doesn't worry me. I can go anywhere. I think we can honestly say, Tanya, this is a beautiful beach.
Sand's nice.
Sand's sensational. And the water, I'm not sure whether the camera picks it up, is very turquoise. Is that a word? Turquoise. So, you'll notice, if I spin around this way, there's cars on the beach. And there's some rocks there, so there's a pedestrian only part of the beach, and then there's a part of the beach you can drive on. And it goes all the way around, almost to that point. So, I think that's how I got the name Long Beach, because it's a long beach. 40 kilometres an hour on the beach. Alright, so this is Basil's first taste of going down onto the beach, and it was also this person's first taste of going down the beach.
and they panicked.
They've decided they're not going to do it, which is fair enough. The old Toyota, no, it's got to go. May have been a slight misjudgment of what actually a beach is. But Long Beach is well, not no choice. It's a well-known beach for driving on. It's lovely and compact. As you'll see, there's car marks everywhere, so this is a really highly used beach. And 40 k's our speed limit. 25 k's when you're within 50 metres of people. So we're just going down here just to have a bit of a drive, just get it out of the way, I suppose. First time on the beach driving, Tony, how do you feel?
Terrified, but Terrified? It's all good.
It is very good.
It's all good. It's all nice and compact.
Yeah. I reckon we'll go way past those last two cars.
Yeah.
Oh, where's he going? How you feeling now, Tanya?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Are they tears?
No.
Good. Now, I've watched hundreds of hours of YouTube around beach fishing and what to look for, and I have no idea what I'm looking for. So Tony's going to pull up wherever she thinks is a good spot, and that is what we're going to fish. I think Tony's picking this as a good spot, is she?
No, you're meant to go 25 near people, and their dogs are running in front of the car.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm just sort of not wanting to hit them.
Look at you being a good all-round person, not trying to kill dogs. A lot of people could learn from your playbook. There is $25 for the first fish caught today. Tony's sitting down there all rugged up. What time is it, Tanya?
9:05.
9:05. High tide's meant to be 9:33, I think, today. Well, low tide's meant to be 9:33. So we'll probably fish an hour the other side of low tide. Oh, hang on. It's on land. Bring it round carefully, Tanya.
Don't reel backwards.
So this is
number 3.
3-1 for Tanya. And it's 4-2. Oh, Jesus. This could be hard for me to come back from.
Oh. There it is.
philosophy for life. Mate, every cockle count. Right, I didn't make that cockle count for much. That's okay. What? Oh, I reckon she's done it. So we're at Jumbo's Jetty, which is at Jumbo's Landing, which is at Lake Batty. So we're just having a mid-morning fish for a bream. I'm pretty sure they're called bream, but I have heard them called breams. Tanya's got her fingers crossed. We've got some snacks, and this is Lake Batty. And this is only 3 minutes out of Robe. As you can see, there's a fishing jetty. Just over on that bank, there's a couple of chairs and some undercover chairs. And it's a nice, lovely little spot. So, as you can see, the caravan park has emptied out down the bottom a bit. And it's a Tuesday. It's after school holidays, halfway
It's a
through.
Monday.
It's a Monday. Alright, forgot what day it was. But there's 3 caravan parks in Robe and they all seem to be really busy. This is probably the dearer one.
Because you've got private beach and...
We have got a private beach and it's access to town, which is the thing that really gets me excited. So having said that, we're paying $45 a night for power and water down there at the back of the park. And it is a very tight park to get into. And I think it's $65 a night on the foreshore side. And that goes up depending on the time of the year as well. So 65 is not the most you'll pay, but 65 is what people are paying now. So the convenience of being in town, you pay for that, don't you?
But it's worth it.
It is worth it. And it's a cracking clean park. Everything is looked after so well. The only thing is that it's bloody tight sometimes to get your vans in.
Yeah.
But I think it's an old caravan park. It's been around for a long time. And vans are just getting bigger and tow vehicles are getting bigger. And squeezy little reversing is becoming more squeezier. So
and you try not to watch people because you don't want them to be watching you when you're doing it, but sometimes there's entertainment.
It's hard to look away. And then when the bloke does it in one go with the big utes.
Oh, it was massive. It's just like, are you serious?
Come out and bloody puffs his chest like. Look, I'll do it too. The first time I get it in one go, I'll probably take my shirt off.
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so that's Seaview.
Yep.
So Mt Gambier Showgrounds, which is right next door to the trucking track. And well, the information's not there, but I can tell you it's $20 a night we're paying. The amenities are old but really clean and pretty good. And then you can see it's just a bit of a paddock parking lot. It does fill up quite a bit. We got here early afternoon and the last powered site had gone. I think there's about 15 powered sites, but we went after powered sites. I think they're $30 and it just continued to fill up. So I don't know how many vans are here now, probably 50 or 60, and the full sign went up at about 4 o'clock. So it might be worth giving a call if you wanted to 100% guarantee your spot, or get here a bit early and cross your fingers. But yeah, good spot, plenty of space, lovely big sites. All the sites are clearly marked and they are big sites. So we're just up here a bit in the far corner. And here's Basil. And Sir Gallivant. Yeah. So, Mt Gambier Showgrounds. So bees are active in the area. Only feed possums fruit, not bread. It's interesting they encourage you to feed no dogs. Children must be supervised. Oh, steep steps.
Wow. It's amazing, isn't it?
Mm.
And they're just like, let's build a garden. Alright, continue.
I've been to a few gardens around Victoria especially, and Tassie.
Mm.
This is, never seen anything close to this.
No, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Now, we've seen this on the YouTube a few times. And it's one of those places where you see on the YouTube and you go, wouldn't mind going there one day. If we're ever in Mount Gambier, we'll pop in and have a look. It's way better than just popping in and having a look. This is freaking awesome. I think we can safely say that we're gonna sit down in a minute and just enjoy it, because it is beautiful. So this is the cave garden in Mount Gambier. This is right in the middle of town. Literally. Near Coles, near Jen's Hotel. If you're looking for it and you can find Jen's Hotel.
And the Commonwealth Bank on the opposite side.
Yeah, and if you can find the bit of ground between the Jen's Hotel and the Commonwealth Bank and the old facade of Jen's Hotel, not the newer part but the older bit, and it's basically in there, and this is friggin' unbelievable. These people just take sinkholes for granted. These are significant things. These are... What's the word I'm thinking of, Tony?
I don't know.
Me neither. I just sort of stopped halfway through a sentence there. But once again, this is just a sinkhole. It's been turned into a garden. It's got some steps down to it. And here's a bit of a viewing platform. And as always, love is keeping the padlock industry alive. And that's cool. Now, against our better judgment, we've decided to walk to the water tower. That is not that's not wind you can hear anymore. That is my breathing. Come to Mount Gambier, they said. Have a little walk. And this apparently isn't even the steep bit. Bugger me. I'm gonna go all the way up there. Alright, it is getting bloody steep now. It's starting to give me nut vibes from Stanley and Tassie. Except at Stanley, they have a freaking chairlift to get you to the top. Come on, South Australia, where's your chairlifts for us, like lazy people? 3/4 of the way up the tower walk. Look how far I've still got to go. Tanya's going backwards to save her calves. So somehow we've made it up to the top of the mountain, up the Centenary Tower. I'm gonna have to go and get some fluids into me. I'm not sure if they do IV at the pub, but we'll find out. So we're down the bottom of the volcano. So you can see right up the top there's a tower. We've just been up there. We walked most of that. It's an incredibly stupid thing to do. And then we've driven all the way down the bottom to this lovely lake. Bit of a beachfront there. Fella over down yonder having a bit of a fish. Water looks so clear. And this driveway down here, just full of little picnic areas, little stops to spot and have a lunch, have a bit of a setup. It's bloody beautiful. So this is Freeman's Landing, which is down the bottom. Barbecue area, some shelter, lovely grassed lawned area. We've got a children's playground over there. Well, not necessarily just for children. Adults can play too, I suppose. And there is also a 9-hole mini frisbee golf. We're going to go and have a look at the Tantanoola Caves. Now we have got a guided tour. There won't be, we're not allowed to video inside, but we can take some photos. So stay tuned for a montage of cave photos.
Entry cost was $16 each, well worth the money. Tour guide, really knowledgeable, good sense of humour. I'm happy to answer any questions that we had. We don't want to give too much away, but it was amazing. Definitely recommend going in there. It's worth every cent.
And it has got wheelchair access.
It does.
One of the first cave, well, I think the first cave in Australia to have wheelchair access.
Yes.
So, yeah, there should be no excuse for getting there.
No, Tantanoola Caves, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. If we had more thumbs, we'd give it more thumbs up. We are in Tantanoola. And Tantanoola is famous for a couple of things. We've already done the caves. Now, legend has it there's a Tantanoola tiger. And I'm not going to quit until I find this big cat. And everyone that knows me knows how dogmatic I am. Once I set my mind to something, I'm going to bloody do it. So, I'm going to look for this big cat, and we're going to change history. Yeah, no, there's no cat here. I quit. The other thing at Tantanoola, which we were unaware of, is there's some camping here. They have a donation box. It'll be obviously every time they ask for a donation, we give a donation. But we were unaware of this. It's maximum 2-night stay. There's a dump point. There is a pub, which is across the road. Playground up there for the kids. So, if we'd known about this, we probably would have spent a couple of nights here and done the caves and gone to the pub. That's a long walk.
It is over 1,000 steps just to get to the rim, and then it's I think a 2.3k walk around.
So I reckon for the first time we're actually taking on a walk and we're fairly prepared. Appropriate shoes. We've got a backpack, we've got jackets, we've got water, we've got snacks. Don't know what's going to happen until we're growing up. But
that's where we're going.
That's what we're going up. It's Australia's youngest volcano, apparently.
Alright, let's go.
Well, so far, it's a nice track. Like, it's fairly level, like it's gradient going up, but it's a nice walking track. Alright, so we've done that first little walk, and now
it begins.
There is a conjecture whether it's 1,038 or 1,056 steps. Either way, it's more than 1,000. So we've come up from there. We found our first seat. It'd be rude not to use it because people put this in. And we've still got that to do.
And then some.
And just saying, we're sheltered by the wind here. What you may think is wind is me breathing.
Or me trying to.
Seat number 2. We're going to probably use this one a bit longer because we can. More friggin' steps, more incline. Why do they have to make volcanoes so high? More steps. There's a handrail and a seat up here, so we're hoping that means we're close to the top. We're at the top of the stairs.
We made
And this is what Mount Shank looks like. Now, 2.3 kilometre walk around the rim. Itself is a lot easier than the steps. You are up high, and Australia's youngest volcano. That's cool. So we're probably about a third of the way around the rim, and you might notice that the track is just deteriorated a little bit. There's a lot more rocks sticking up, there's a lot more tripping hazards. It's not as wide. So obviously this part doesn't get used as much as around the front of it. So if you are going to walk this bit, just be a bit wary of it. Just know that the track just does drop off in quality a little bit. Although it's beautiful scenery still. And on the rim walk, there's still a couple of steep inclines, minus the steps this time. We think this is the last little incline to what we think is the highest point, and it's not. Tony said, shit. I said, alright, this rock in front of Tony looks like it's going to be the highest point. As you can see, the track has become less friendly. But if you can walk up all those stairs, you can do the rim walk.
This is the highest point.
This is a long way up, people. And we're very close to 1,000 steps down. So Tanya, hang on. What do you think of the volcano?
I lava it.
Lava it. That's a great pun. I couldn't think of a crater pun.
Oh no.
No, we're at Little Blue Lake that looks like Little Green Lake. Now I know blues and greens are somewhat in the same colour spectrum, but this is 100% green. I'm not saying it's not pretty, I'm just saying it's green. And, story of my life, well today, bloody stairs.
Pretty bloody impressive though.
So this is Blue Lake at Mt Gambier. And this, unlike Little Green Lake, I can see why it's called Blue Lake. That is blue. So this is where we've parked up at the free camp at Portland.
48 hours.
48 hours. There's a few vans in, there's a bit more space. We got here about 11:30 and there was plenty of room. It'll be interesting to see how much it fills up throughout the afternoon. Fairly new toilet block here at the 48-hour free camp at Portland. Henty Park, I think it is. And it is pet friendly, and if you bring your dog, what a cracking dog park. Alright, so we're out the back and across the road from the free park, or free camp, and we just wandered down to this little lakey, not lake, creek, rivery type thing. Now we've been on this walk a couple of times, and what is the point of our walk, Tanya?
To see koalas.
Koalas. I found one.
No, not that one.
Doesn't count. So what have we found, Tanya?
We found our first koala.
First koala. I'm going to put this right out and extend it, and you still probably won't see it. Can you see it? We're under koala number 2, and it's just around the corner from koala number 1. I wonder whether they know each other. Do you reckon they would, Tanya?
No idea.
Do you reckon they, like, on They have like they can just say, oh hey Kelly, hey Clyde. So just a short walk from the free camp, come down to this lagoon, do a bit of a lap, and you'll see koalas in the trees if you look hard enough. They are a bit hard to find at first, but once you find your first one, you seem to focus in and they're easier to find.
Yeah.
You still love koalas, don't you?
I do, look at it. It's so cute.
It is pretty cute. So, we're at the Portland Bay trawler wharf. This is where all the working fishing boats dock and work. And we'll wander up and have a bit of a look. I do love coming to fishing towns because their old boats are beautiful. Well, I think it's beautiful. And that's about the only one I could afford in this marina. I have to get a small loan till we get there. Oh, look at the Jane Curve. Isn't that beautiful? Jane Curve's even got a sign. So there you go, only 1981. That is a beautiful boat. A wooden boat. Why wouldn't you love a boat like that? They are beautiful boats. Even the working boats are beautiful. That's so beautiful. I said it like 57 times yesterday. I know sometimes seafood can get on the pricey side, but running one of these bad boys and the risk that you take going out in the middle of the ocean, you'd want to be well rewarded. So I never complain about paying money for seafood. Now what we're doing is we're trying to film a stingray while I'm walking backwards, trying not to trip over. And the good thing is I don't even know whether it's going to show up on camera. But that is a big stingray.
It's just having a cruise.
And that is not the biggest one we've seen. Is this the time to see if the camera's waterproof?
No.
Oh no, I've wussed out. Oh, it is grouse looking thing. Oh, it's a squid boat, is it?
Yeah, because of the lights.
Oh, I thought it was...
Put all the lights out and then the squid will come up to the surface. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, see, I thought it was like going to be a disco party boat where they all go different colours. So, the area we're in is the home of the southern rock lobster. And I was lucky enough today, while I was out on my 5k ocean swim, that I dove down to the bottom of the ocean, right down the bottom, and I got this little bad boy. Now, I did boil it for 7 minutes per kilo, and it's 800 grams, so you can do the maths because that's what they done at the fish shop when they cooked it for us. Growing up, watched Albie Mangles, but I used to love a bit of Albie Mangles, and this is how he suggests you do a lobster. Now, if you get it firm behind the eyes, and if you lift up with your left hand and no, down with your left hand and up with your right, it's got to be that way, or else it's not going to happen. And you go, oh, and that's how you separate a lobster. All right, so, and we're going to give this one to Tanya. What we're going to do is we're going to pull out this tail, try and get it in as much as one piece as we can, because we're going to get right in there. It's not really releasing from the shell. Well, now it's starting to, yeah. Yeah, that's good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop this little bit up. I'm going to chop this a little bit up. And Tana's going to be happy with what she gets. And we'll get rid of that. So, they can be in chunks. Tanya doesn't mind it chunky. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in the sauce. We're going to oven dry this lobster shell a little bit for Tanya. We're going to serve them in a very high quality aluminium foil tray because that's all we got that's big enough. And the secret to the creamy sauce is to make sure they get the ratios of flour and butter correct. And then you stir in the correct amount of cheese at the appropriate time. Going to heat that bit of sauce up that we made from scratch. Put in a little bit of lobster. We're just going to gently warm that, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Put this one on the grill. We're going to turn him face down, and then in a couple of minutes we're going to serve him up. This is what we end up with. Half a cray with some cheesy sauce, prawns and some salad. The tram tour is another great thing to do when you're in Portland. It's totally run by volunteers and it just takes you all through town, and it's a great tourist attraction, and everyone that's in Portland should go on the tramway at least once. The other thing I want to say is I believe that Portland is the most underrated city, town in Victoria. The foreshore is beautiful. There's so much history. There's so much wildlife. There's just so much to do. And honestly reckon Portland, the most underrated city / town in Victoria. And if you haven't been here before, go out of your way to get here because it's bloody brilliant. And remember, don't count the years.
Make the years count.